This is what a day actually looks like for an offshore roustabout, the entry-level position that puts more people into the oil and gas industry than any other role on the rig. A roustabout is the starting point for anyone who wants to work offshore. No degree required, no prior oil and gas experience needed. You show up with a high school diploma, pass your medical and drug screening, complete your HUET and H2S certifications, and the door opens. Your job from that point forward is to keep the rig running by doing whatever needs doing, from scraping rust to handling cargo to standing fire watch while the welders cut overhead. Your alarm goes off around 5 in the morning. Day shift runs 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 hours straight, 7 days a week for the entire hitch. Most roustabouts work a 14 on, 14 off rotation, 2 solid weeks on the rig followed by 2 weeks at home. Some contractors run 21 and 21 or 28 and 28 depending on the region and the operator's contract. 5 a.m. means rolling out of your bunk in a shared cabin, pulling on coveralls, lacing up steel-toed boots, and heading to the galley before the kitchen closes out breakfast. After eating, you grab your hard hat, gloves, and safety glasses and walk to the morning toolbox talk. The toolbox talk is where your shift officially begins. Your supervisor or deck foreman lays out the day's work, walks the crew through specific hazards tied to each task, and assigns responsibilities. Whenever a cargo operation or a crane lift appears on the daily work plan, the crew runs a job safety analysis that breaks every step into its own line item, identifies what could go wrong, and locks in the controls to prevent it. Every person signs on to that JSA before anyone picks up a tool. What happens after the meeting depends entirely on the day. Cargo days put you on deck receiving supplies from a platform supply vessel, and that work moves fast. You're selecting slings and shackles based on the lifting plan, checking SWL markings and color codes on every piece of gear, signaling the crane operator with hand signals, and enforcing exclusion zones so nobody stands beneath a suspended load. Between lifts, the crew tallies manifests, stows tubulars, stages chemicals, and tags everything headed ashore for backload. Non-cargo days shift the focus to maintenance and housekeeping. Decks get washed down and degreased, structural steel gets chipped and painted, and anything showing corrosion gets documented or repaired on the spot. You're swapping out hoses and gaskets, tightening clamps, replacing damaged gratings and handrails, and laying drip trays under anything with the potential to leak. Waste management falls to the roustabout crew too, which means segregating metal, wood, general waste, and hazardous materials into the right skips and keeping spill kits staged at all times. When the drilling crew needs extra bodies, roustabouts fill the gap. That could mean moving sections of drill pipe using cranes and motorized lifts, staging equipment for the next hole section, or standing by as a safety watch. Fire watch, confined space standby, and hot work watch all rotate through the roustabout crew, and none of these are passive assignments. You're actively monitoring conditions, keeping escape routes clear, and carrying the authority to shut the job down the moment something looks wrong. That stop work authority belongs to every person on the rig, from the newest roustabout to the offshore installation manager. Lunch happens around midday in the galley, and after 30 minutes, you're back at it until the night shift relieves you at 6 p.m. Once the handover notes are written and your relief has the full picture, the shift is yours. Off-duty life on the rig is straightforward. Modern installations have gyms, TV rooms, and internet access, though the satellite connection runs slow. A zero-tolerance drug and alcohol policy stays in effect around the clock with random testing standard across the industry. You eat dinner, decompress, and get to bed because 5 a.m. comes back fast when you're running 12-hour days for 2 weeks straight. Now for what this pays. The national average for an offshore roustabout lands around $55,000 a year as of August 2026, according to ZipRecruiter, which shakes out to roughly $310 per day on a 14-14 rotation. Entry-level hands typically start between $220 and $280 per day, while experienced roustabouts pull $320 to $400. $96,500 a year is what top earners at the 90th percentile bring in, and companies like Seadrill and Diamond Offshore tend to sit at the higher end of that range. And here is where the roustabout position separates itself from most entry-level jobs. 6 to 12 months with a clean safety record and completed competency sign-offs can move you up to roughneck or floor hand on the drill floor. The career ladder runs from roughneck to derrick hand, then assistant driller, then driller, with the full climb typically taking 5 to 8 years according to WRS. Lateral paths branch into crane operations, maintenance, HSE, and logistics. The offshore installation manager sits at the top of that ladder and carries a salary between $140,000 and over $250,000 a year. The roustabout position is the door into this industry. Every person running a rig today walked through it, and every hitch you complete offshore builds toward whatever comes next.